गोवन वार्ता लाईव्हचं यूट्यूब चॅनल सबस्क्राईब करा आणि बेल आयकॉन दाबून लेटेस्ट व्हिडिओचं नोटिफिकेशन मिळवा.
So you see the situation earlier when this first wave came. First wave came. Who had handled it actually? That Leela Mohan, she was there, and the other one was the Menka, who was a collector. These two people were handling the full COVID crisis. And so well they have this thing. No one actually had intervened. Nor the minister, nor even the chief minister actually interfered into their functioning. And it was really done in total professional way. I look at it in that way. And plus, what the most important thing, I feel so many Goans basically should be thankful to them. Because of them, so many lives have been saved. The proper briefing was given every day. What is the state of affair? How many beds are there? Whatever was required, those briefings were given. And there was never a goof up as far as their briefings were concerned. And we went through, we came out from that. Down, and that was the time basically when there was no vaccine, there was no kits were not available. You know, it was everything was new. And then what was the main important thing is the first wave basically came when all the other countries in the West had it, and then it came after almost 3 months. So here also now when the second wave came, we have seen in other countries also that second wave has come, but still we were not prepared for the second wave. We had taken everything for granted. I think it is whoever is at the helm of the affair. Those are the fellows who should take the responsibility. Moral responsibility is there on someone. If I am looking after something, is my responsibility. If I have lost something, it is my responsibility. I should say, yes, I have been defeated. It is not basically when you go for a war, it is all the leaders say that he has been defeated. It is never said the soldiers have been defeated. The soldiers are now here are the doctors, nurses, these are the soldiers. They are really doing, because the soldiers are there, you are there. It is clearly, I look at it in that way. And they are really doing today, whoever is going home after basically getting recovered from the COVID, I think they should thank no one but only the doctors and the nurses who have helped them basically to recover. Their praises should be only to them and no one else.
I situation किती झाला? Do you in one way say that the health minister is totally to be blamed for the health affairs?
No. I am looking at it in this way. I feel whoever is in charge, someone should take a responsibility. If I have failed, I should say yes, I have failed. You should be well enough. You should be quite open enough to say. You should accept it. But see, under my leadership, people are dying. People are so many deaths. Every 50 people are dying every day. You have said some time back also. See, 200 people will die. That means you were well aware that 200 people would die. You are asking for some lockdown because 200 people would die. But were you prepared basically to save these 200 people? What have you done that you tell me now? 200 people would die. You have created a panic for everyone by saying that 200 people would die. 200 people would die. What were your preparation to save these 200 people? I clearly blame. I clearly blame the fellow who is at the helm of the affair. Today, basically, the chief minister is running helter and skelter to put things in order. See, portfolio basically has been divided to everyone. But you look after this department, you look after that department, all the same. So if you have failed in a department, so say so. I have failed. I could not this thing. Tell the Goans, yes, I have failed. I have failed you. That is very important to see. At least there will be a little console to the people. I look at it in very clear. It is nothing. See, Vishwajeet is a friend of mine. But if it is right and wrong is wrong. I don't make statements. Otherwise, simply I don't come out. And this is nothing to do with politics. What politics has got to do? I am just showing you the concern. What people basically are talking. This is the fact. This is the ground reality. You all are sitting there. You all are sitting in AC cabins. Want to visit? You all give to the hospital just to show the people that I am doing something about it. But you all are doing nothing.
Blaming CM at this time is correct or लोग सगळेच म्हणटा की CM करता हे करता ते करता.
See, CM is the head of the government. So ultimately the blame comes on this thing. But first of all, people should understand from where it has started. It is very, very important. So everyone, whoever is holding the portfolio, he is responsible basically for the department and for his people. The doctors are, see, today, and that's the reason I'm saying, people should be thankful. Whoever basically recovered and is going home, they should say, they should join their hands and say, thank you very much for doctors and nurses, because you all are the people who have saved me. No one else has saved me. Because their work they have put in. And what treatment the doctors and the nurses get after that?
At this point, we are talking about in GMC थोड्यांक बेड मेळना, ऑक्सिजन मेळना, हें सगळें पयल्याच जाग्यार घातलेलें न्ही जाल्यार सगळें सारकें जावपाचें.
See, when you know, see, you only said, but there are so many people who's going to die. Why these people are going to die? Because that means that you know that there was you were lacking some behind something. My thing is what is going is when you are a head of the department, you are not a doctor, you are no one. Okay, you may be understanding, but you have got no technical knowledge of that this thing. Most important thing I look at it in, you should basically give the doctors a free hand. What doctors need, you should go and find out with the doctors what are your requirements, and then afterwards you can take the doctors to task. But you are going to have fight with such a big army without any weapons. You don't have any weapons. You are not giving any weapons to your soldiers. So that's what have you done to the government? You should basically go and fight with the government. Say, Baba, this is a requirement for my department.
The health minister was not prepared. You mean to say?
They are not prepared. That's the reason these deaths are taking place. No, I solely blame them. I think this Goan blood is on their hands. I say that. I have lost many friends. I'm losing so many people from my constituency. I am feeling helpless. When people basically are phoning, I want a bed and all. I cannot provide them a bed. So this is my situation. So really I feel sad that I can do nothing for these people. So these are the people who should have done something for them.
Did Babush speak because of this about this reshuffle and everything which came on paper?
That was in utter context. I believe because I am tell you I am an MLA. So there are other MLAs. We have got other colleagues. I know the functioning of some ministers is not up to the mark. They are useless. I can tell you, 50% of the ministers are useless. Just now, I think I have seen the statement of the health minister saying the other ministers are doing a job. You don't take up for other ministers, please. You mind about your own business. You have failed. First, I'm trying to tell you. So you don't try to basically take their support. Because I said that some ministers are useless, so you don't try to put them on me. I am not bothered about that. I am very open. When I say something, I mean what I say, and I will not backtrack on what I say. If I say it is wrong, it is wrong. You don't tell me if something is black, you tell me it is white. I will not do that.
So at this time, what is the solution you feel? Because as opposition एकटा जाले, lockdown extension मागले, CM icon म्हटले, आणि एका साइडच्यान 52 deaths आयजूय जाले.
So that is the reason. No, whom you are blaming this death? So you are not prepared. No, you are not prepared. Your department was not prepared. What have you done? The question goes to whom? Who is in charge? Now CM is running. That's the reason I'm saying CM is running halter and scatter basically to basically put things in order. Today also there is a statement from CM because CM was not even aware that oxygen was not there. So all this has not been. You have not brought it to the CM's notice. You have not asked for funds for these things. It's simple as that. Or you say that CM has not given me this. Don't pass on the buck. Say we are doing our best. You are not doing anything. You have done nothing. That's the reason all these people are dying. You see, if you go to see the mortality rate of Goa and see the other states, we are highest. If you go to see on that, on the infection rate, and you see the mortality rate, we are the highest.
Do you feel at this point whoever should take a responsibility and should step down?
See, it is a moral. Someone who should have a moral and a conscience. If I'm saying, Baba, I have failed. See, don't blame. There is always saying a bad carpenter always blames his tools. Okay, but the thing is, what about you are not given tools only to your carpenters basically. It looks like that. Most important thing is what What you should basically give encouragement to the doctors. You should be there with the doctors to say, doctors, what is your requirement? You tell me. Then you can take the other staff to task.
Correct.
The requirement was so that means you have not given the requirement to the doctors what the doctors really require. You go and see in a hospital. I was there for 2 days. Sorry state of affair of the hospital, I can tell you. And some breakfast what they served me, I will pass you on the photo and I will show you. And they say that catering has been given to some top company. I don't know the name of the company also, but some top company. If this is the way how the top company acts, and I was as an MLA, I was there. I was given the VIP room. There was the VIP room. But the way they brought the breakfast, you always say, Baba, you should be sanitized, you should wash your hands, you should do this and that. I'm just trying to tell you. Some foil people, they gave me some bhaji and bread, some wrapped up in a plastic, and some coffee, a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee they have given, we turned black in just 5 minutes time. And that also they didn't even give a plate or something like that. Just bought and kept it on the table.
So सद्याक हे एमएलए जाल्यार लोक कॉमन मॅनाक कितें जातले तें
That is the reason what I am trying to do. It is sorry state of affair. It is really sorry state of affair. And see, there are many doctors, nurses and all, what they are saying, that I know very well. Even doctors.
What can be done to control this situation now?
See, you should basically give encouragement to the doctors. You cannot shout at the doctors on this thing. You cannot be arrogant. This is not a time to be arrogant. This is a time where you should have peace with the doctors. You should give them you should be a moral boost. You should stand by them. You should ask them basically what you require, you tell me. I want our Goans basically to be saved. This should be the most important thing on your agenda. Your agenda should be nothing more than that.
Does the government has any options left because GMC is becoming full? दुसरे कडेन ऑक्सिजनाचो इशू म्हणटा आमी हे इशू म्हणटा फाटीं आनी कितें येयल्लें ऑक्सिजनाच्या वयर.
See, I am just trying to see about the oxygen. I don't know basically the details part of it. But I am just trying to say when the second wave is coming, you know well aware. They have been telling that second wave is going to come. So you should be prepared, no?
Have you spoken to CM also?
I have spoken to CM in very clear terms. I have said this is what is happening, and it is high time you take a note. You get your act together. That's very important. I know what is the thing. What is the feeling among the people on the ground level? People are losing their loved ones, their dear and near ones.
Any special situation, these things that you have done, looked up, especially as far as when you talk about your constituents, maybe in Taligaon, Panjim.
See, what we can do a minimum part of it. We cannot do a major part. We are doing our part of it. For me, what I am doing to tell it is not right for me to say. But I am just trying to say that I am in a pitiable state where people call me and say that just find a bed for me. And I cannot give them what they need. So that is the reason I am. That is one thing I am in a very I don't know. I can say I'm in a miserable state, and I feel I can look at the misery of the people.